Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the 4th episode of Oh My GACKT. I'm Takumi, your host, and beside me there is GACKT. So something just happened that really shocked me. Can I say? Sure. So this afternoon I had to check a video footage, and there's one person in the video amongst the dancers, and I thought, who is this person that's so bald? And it was you. What? Wait a minute, stop dissing me. Well, I was shocked. I'm not that bald. And I told Val, I said, he's way too bald. And Val said, no, he's this bald. What? Val said that about me? Well, I can't believe it. So was I dancing? No. So it was a bunch of dancers and they were talking in there. And then there's one guy that was bald. I didn't know it was you at first, and was I that bald? And so at first I thought it was 10, but I thought, that's too ugly for 10. That's so rude. And then I saw 10 in a different spot in the video, so I was like, who's that? And then they're like, that's Takumi. I was like, seriously? Like, for me, it was a shock. What? Why are you so shocked? That's such a sad story. I'm the one that should be sad. What do you mean? You've been teasing me all this time that I'm so bald. Yeah. I'm really curious about that video, but you know, it can't be helped. Everyone gets bald when you go old. It's only been about a month since your viewers last saw me, so there's no way I could have changed that much. Well, if they compare from a month ago to now, they'll be like, what? No, there's no change. No, they'll be like, something's different about Takumi. Okay, let's stop. You've teased me enough on Instagram and other places, so let's move on. So last time we broadcasted from Malaysia, yeah, from your ginormous mansion, but today we're on air from Japan in Tokyo to promote your work, Kimiraki no Boku de Iru Kara. That's going to be released, and we have a guest for you. So our guest, who is your friend and of the very famous band, involved in the Halloween party. Yes, heavily involved in that. Oh my gosh. And he said he'd prioritize this event over the concert, so we get to have him tonight. Welcome, the Rockin' Mole. Hey, you're in my way. Oh, sorry about that. My bad. Wow, amazing. Your face is so much bigger. Go up to the camera. You see the difference? Yeah, it looks like I'm like way up there, way in front. Yeah, it looks like you're 10 meters in front of GACKT. What, really? Why do I look so big? So you're the Rockin' Mole? I'm the Rockin' Mole. What are you doing? The microphone's on backwards. Don't worry about it, Val. You've already got one on your cheek. I'm bleeding today. What's with your face? Well, they said they'll do my makeup, so I didn't come prepared. But then they didn't do my eyes. Okay, and you're sitting at the end? Well, yeah, of course. I'm not worthy to be sitting in between you two. No, I'm perfectly fine where I am. So what's the idea behind your makeup? Well, the idea is that the mole exploded. Do you want me to explode your mole? Never mind. What happened to your face? I don't really know. And you also have like the split mouth, but one side's really deep and the other side is not very deep because of the mole. Yeah, and your face almost looks like the Joker. But because your eyes aren't done, it just makes you look like a monstrous duck. A monstrous duck? Yeah, because my eyes are so small. That means GACKT's job is pretty much over, because we've got the bald guy and the monstrous duck. That's your members. Yeah, and GACKT was really shocked about your baldness. So we've got the bald guy, the monstrous duck, and then GACKT says that Cha-Cha's a senior, and then he says you is a senile, so nobody's normal. And what about Sato? Sato's the not funny guy. That's the worst thing to be called. The guy that's not funny, that means that there's nothing unique about him. Wow, what a lineup. Yeah, you all need to get your act together, seriously. When we get together, like, nobody's funny. Anyways. So the other day, GACKT was telling me about the funny story that happened with you, but if I say it, you's gonna get upset, so let's not go there. Yeah, let's not talk about that. Well, don't say that. Let's keep it for later. If we're gonna talk about it, let's save it for the premium corner. Right now, we're in the free version that anybody can see, but soon we're going to switch over to the premium corner, which is for subscribers only, so please subscribe. It looks like GACKT's just remembering what happened with you and giggling. Yeah, that was really funny. So this year we didn't do anything for Halloween. Yeah, that's too bad. And last year we were with the Vamps, and they're doing their Halloween thing. I wasn't in the Vamps thing. Oh, right, that was the student council president, right. And I couldn't go, but I heard that he dressed up as the woman. GACKT, did you do anything for Halloween? No, really? Yeah, and can I say something? Halloween is super dangerous. Really? Yeah, yesterday I had to go to dinner to meet some people after work, but because work took a bit longer, I was running late. And I was waiting for the elevator to come, and I was like, hurry! And then the elevator door opened, and then someone with a knife came out, and I got so scared. And I just about knocked them out. Like, it was my instinctive reflex. And then that person said, Halloween! And so I thought, like, it's so dangerous. Yeah, because GACKT has a strong instinctive reflex, so he could have hurt him. And there's been cases in America where people have accidentally been shot to death, you know? Oh, because they thought it was self-defense? Yeah, the person in the house thought that there was a robber. And when I read the article, I was like, that's never going to happen. But then yesterday when that happened to me, I thought I could have been the one that killed him. Oh, because that guy had a knife? Yeah, he had a knife in his hand. Well, it's obviously fake. Well, I would think it's fake, but I wouldn't know. It's reflecting light. It looks real. And he's holding it out in his hand, and he's got crazy long hair, and he's walking like he's a drunk zombie. And I really thought, like, if we were in a different era altogether, I would have sliced that person in two. What do you mean, the era? Like in the Sengoku era? Yeah, like, I'm not kidding. It's dangerous. Well, it's a possibility for such a case to happen, but the people who are dressing up should probably not do scary makeup. It's not the makeup. It's if they're carrying weapons, like fake guns, yeah, that kind of thing is dangerous because it could scare the other person. And what would have happened if I didn't know it was Halloween? Yeah, if GACKT forgot that it was Halloween, then yeah, because I knew it was Halloween, I didn't punch them. But if I hadn't known that, I probably would have killed the guy. That's very true. And some people might dress up a week in advance, so that could be dangerous. So dangerous. You all have to watch out. But keep in mind, not people run into GACKT. Yeah, if you run into him, it's a lucky thing. But then if you run into him and then he beats you up, that would be awful. But luckily in Japan, we don't have real guns, so it's safer. Yeah, but if it was a different era, I would have sliced them in two. Like, it's so dangerous. Be careful. Our members and the people we train with, we have our own like group chat messenger thing, and I saw that they were all dressed up for Halloween. Yeah, really dressed up. That was kind of surprising. What was that thing? What was that manga that you said was good? Namek? No. What? Namek? I've never suggested Namek. What? No, not Namek. Not. What was it again? The manga I suggested? Yeah, the one that you said is good. Oh, One Piece? Oh, yeah, One Piece. How does Namek and One Piece come together? There's not even a word or letter that is the same. I don't know why I mixed those up. Yeah, so I suggested One Piece because, you know, it's like the bestseller across the world. And he hadn't read it. So I said, yeah, please read it. There's some parts that are really good. GACKT made me promise that if he reads the first 20 pages and he doesn't cry, that I have to pay him. And, well, I said, you should read it anyways, and then I ended up paying GACKT. Well, it's because, okay, so when I suggest a book to somebody else, like a manga, and they ask me what's good about this manga, I can say this part's really moving, and you know these characters are, there's like a dynamic, and this character is a really great character but dies, and I can explain myself, I can articulate it, I know the characters' names, I know their background story. But when I was reading that book, I would ask Takumi, why is this character doing this? And he says, I don't know. Well, why don't you know? And then I would say, hey, Takumi, what does this mean? And he goes, I don't know. You don't know? And then I say, why does he die? And he goes, I don't know. Like, come on. Like, get real. You suggested this to me, right? Well, yeah, the part that Chopper dies, that part is emotional, but I didn't remember when he dies, and my understanding of One Piece is really vague because I read it a long time ago. See? Vague. And so I said, okay, read the One Piece and tell me if you can actually cry. And then he's like, no, I didn't cry. And I was like, what? Yeah, I remember the part that I cried happens way later. And also GACKT reads really fast. And so I was like, hey, GACKT. And he's like, I've already read it. Like, really fast. He's fast because the book's boring and nothing's triggering him. Yeah, and he reads it on the iPad and he's like scrolls really fast. But are there other mangas you're really into? Yeah, the one manga that really moved me and I highly suggest it. It's called Inside Mari. Oh, that was really good. Yeah, that manga really made me emotional. And GACKT told me to read it, so I read it right away. Takumi, explain what was good about Inside Mari. Oh, he's testing you. So the plot was good. What? I haven't read it, but I could even say that the plot's good. Well, I don't want to ruin the story. Just say it. Explain why. You can even talk about the story, just say it. So when they wake up, the main character, who is Mari, the girl, when she wakes up, on the inside, that's it. What? That you didn't convey anything. I didn't understand your point. It's really complicated, and GACKT would be really good at explaining. But what's really good about this manga is this genre of the manga is like the switched around kind of genre. Like, you know, often there's a male character, he wakes up and he's in the body of the girl he likes. That's a common theme. And so when he wakes up, he's in the girl's body. That means that the girl's spirit will be in the boy's body, right? Like they switch around and go into each other's bodies. That's a common storyline. But for this book, the boy wakes up in the body of the girl he likes, which would mean in the body, like her character is named Mari, so he wakes up in Mari's body. Exactly. So he believes that Mari's spirit is in his body. But when he goes to see, he sees that his body, the personality, had forgotten that he likes Mari, but is living life as usual. So the Mari spirit is gone. And the body that he likes, the personality that he likes, is gone. And he's occupying Mari's body. So at first, when he, of course, came into her body, he was really excited to be in it. But because Mari was missing, and he realized that, he became so sad, and he goes on a journey to try to find her and to try to understand what happened, why he came into her body, and he cries and he's trying to figure it out, and he says, God, if you're up there, please forgive my sins that I've committed and bring her back. And the story has so many different twists and turns, and all these plot twists that come up, and it's really good. I think it's over in 10 books. No, I think it's 9. No, I think it's 10. I'm pretty sure there's only 9 books. Really? Well, anyways, the thing about manga is mangas that end between 10 and 20 books long is the best. I can relate with that. So that was really good. Yeah, and so much better than yours. Why is he so good? And when he's in Mari's body, he goes to meet his old body and his old personality. And he objectively sees his old personality, how he's living in like disgusting filth. There's a lot of sexual scenes too. And he calls himself scum and like a rotten masturbator, and so much verbal abuse towards himself. And he says it because it's himself, that he's seeing objectively. But reading it, it kind of hurts. I really want to read it. And the drawing is really good. The girls are super cute. That's good. And then he starts to like himself. Like he likes Mari too. But the him in Mari and the him are the same. And he says that you are me. He says it over and over, that you are me. And that part is really complicated, but yeah, it's like an interesting psychological field. I really want to watch it now. It's going to disappear off the bookshelves. I'm no good. Yeah, it's not that good. But your forehead is huge. That has nothing to do with it. Okay, I'm going to have some coffee now. So from the beginning up until now, he's been dissing you. I really want to read it. So what? 25 minutes is over already? What? No way. So we have... Before we switch over to the premium corner, I'm going to say some announcements. While you guys are munching on some dried fruits. The single CD, Kimi Boku, is going to come out November 23rd. Here it is right here. Amazing! That's so cool. Stay tuned for this. Amazing, that's so cool. And then we have a limited version that's available at the GACKT store. You could look at it through GACKT.com. And actually, the deadline for that is finished. For the fan club? No, it's sold through the GACKT store. So the deadline's actually ended, but we have a special edition that comes with a figurine. I don't know about this. You don't know? I've told you about it. Here it is. I've showed you. What do you mean you don't know about this? Here. It's from Arrow. The mini Arrow. Oh, it's Maro. The mini Maro. Yeah, Marochi. Isn't it cute? Really cute. So there's the limited edition CD that comes with this doll. It's cute, right? Very cute. I want one. So you can buy that on the GACKT store. Wow, nice. Also, we're going to be releasing the Platinum Box 17. 17? Yeah, there's so many. So it's 17 years old. Yeah, 17. So it'll be ready next March. And the DVD is going to include the video footage that was played during the last Visual Live, the full version.